When Young Sheldon premiered in 2017 as a prequel to the legendary The Big Bang Theory, it had some big shoes to fill. Critics were divided, fans were cautiously optimistic, and the television landscape was already shifting towards streaming. Yet, here we are in 2025, with Season 7 of Young Sheldon not only achieving success, but doing so on an entirely new streaming platform, shocking industry insiders and redefining the show's legacy in the process. A shift in strategy. As traditional broadcast television continues to lose ground to streaming giants, networks and studios are racing to adapt. CBS had long been the home of Young Sheldon, where it enjoyed solid weekly ratings and a comfortable primetime slot. However, following the conclusion of its original contract and CBS's evolving content strategy, Warner Bros. Television, the studio behind the show, struck a surprising distribution deal with the fast-growing platform StreamSphere. StreamSphere, a relatively new but aggressive player in the streaming market, had been gaining traction by scooping up established content with loyal audiences. Acquiring Season 7 of Young Sheldon was a calculated risk, a move meant to lure in both nostalgic fans and a younger demographic increasingly drawn to character-driven comedy. What no one quite expected was how well it would work. Exploding popularity. Within the first 2 weeks of release on StreamSphere, Young Sheldon Season 7 shattered the platform's previous viewership records. It quickly became the most-watched series on the app, surpassing even its in-house originals and international hits. The reasons? A perfect storm of timing, strategy, and content evolution. Firstly, Season 7 benefited from a binge-friendly drop. All episodes released at once, allowing fans to devour the arc of Sheldon Cooper's early years in a single weekend. Secondly, StreamSphere's smart integration of TikTok-style trailers, meme campaigns, and algorithmically generated For You feeds pushed the show to millions of new viewers who had never watched a single episode on CBS. Most importantly, though, the show itself had evolved. The heart behind the humor. Season 7 marks a noticeable tonal shift in Young Sheldon. While still filled with the awkward humor and scientific jargon fans love, it leans more heavily into emotional storytelling. Sheldon's complicated relationship with his family, particularly his father, George Sr., takes center stage. With George's fate looming large in the show's canon, the writers opted to explore his character in deeper, more vulnerable ways, leading to some of the most heartfelt moments in the series. Missy, Georgie, and especially Mary also receive richer arcs this season. Missy's coming-of-age storyline resonates with Gen Z viewers, while Georgie's struggles with adulthood are both relatable and unexpectedly profound. These character developments lend the show a warmth that makes it more than just a sitcom. It's now a family dramedy with teeth. This new tone, combined with more serialized storytelling and cliffhanger endings, made Season 7 ideal for streaming. Viewers weren't just watching for laughs, they were emotionally invested. A new fanbase emerges. One of the most unexpected outcomes of Season 7's success on StreamSphere is its ability to reach viewers who had never engaged with either Young Sheldon or The Big Bang Theory before. Gen Z and younger millennials, drawn in by short clips and peer recommendations, began binging the show out of curiosity and stayed for the emotional punch. Fan forums and social media lit up with fan art, analyses, and scene breakdowns. A TikTok trend featuring Missy's monologue from episode 8 went viral, and suddenly, Young Sheldon was everywhere, from Tumblr fanfic to Instagram reels to think pieces in major publications. Interestingly, many new fans haven't seen The Big Bang Theory. They're connecting with Sheldon as a child first, then working backward. This reverse viewing dynamic has created a fascinating phenomenon where audiences discover adult Sheldon as a sort of alternate future, one informed by but separate from the layered young boy they've come to love. Critical acclaim and awards buzz. Season 7's move to streaming also brought it to the attention of critics who had previously written it off as a basic network spin-off. Reviews praised the show's writing, particularly its blend of humor and pathos and performances from the cast. Ian Armitage, who portrays Young Sheldon, delivers what many are calling his finest performance to date. His portrayal of a boy balancing genius with grief, arrogance with vulnerability, is finally being recognized with nominations for major awards, including a potential Emmy nod. Meanwhile, Zoe Perry's performance as Mary Cooper has become a highlight of the season. Her struggle to keep the family together amid growing tensions offers a raw, honest look at motherhood rarely seen in sitcoms. The Streamsphere Effect. The success of young Sheldon on Streamsphere is being closely watched by industry analysts. It's being hailed as proof that even network shows considered past their prime can find new life and massive success when reintroduced on the right platform. Streamsphere's CEO called the show our flagship proof of concept in a recent interview, emphasizing that older titles with strong narratives can flourish under modern distribution models. There's already speculation that this success might lead to a spin-off centered around Missy or Georgie, potentially exclusive to Streamsphere. Talks are reportedly underway. The legacy continues. What began as a quirky idea, a spin-off prequel to a mega-hit sitcom, has now become something deeper, something that resonates in an era where storytelling is evolving rapidly. Young Sheldon Season 7 represents the perfect blend of nostalgia and innovation, combining a beloved character's backstory with fresh emotional depth and relevance. By finding surprising success on a new streamer, the show has reinvented itself for a new generation, and in doing so, may have just written the next chapter in how television survives and thrives in the streaming age. With this remarkable resurgence, one thing is clear: the story of Sheldon Cooper is far from